for example, I have a tendency of, being a little head over heels, for, my heart.
Head over heels for my heart. That's like a country music song. I like it.
What does that mean?
I'm head over heels for my heart, baby.
Head over heels for
I'm
my
a head over
heart.
heel for my heart. My head over heels.
I
for
was
my
raised in the South, so yeah.
All right.
It's the Colombia Podcast Show.
Welcome to the Colombia Podcast. My name is Andrew Messia.
I'm Joel Duncan.
And you are?
Breagan Whittington.
Breagan Whittington, fighting out of the red corner. Welcome. Hey, let's make a round of applause. All right, so real quick, Breagan is a pretty interesting character. And he's a character, he's like a fictional character to me. I met him at Carnaval de Barranquilla last month, and it was an amazing time. We had a crazy time. And I thought that craziness was just like Barranquilla craziness, Like you meet someone like, oh man, we had the crazy time.
He keeps it rolling.
He keeps it rolling. That is his life.
Yo, but anybody here that knows Andrew Messia, I was talking to Laura earlier today. I'm like, man, he rolls harder than Andrew for sure. I was like, Andrew, you still on training wheels. This man, this is
Yeah. No, I retired after I saw him.
And so give everybody a bit of background. Steve, where's Steve at?
Steve's
gone.
gone.
All right,
Probably
cool.
putting
Steve's gone.
stickers on somebody's back.
Why is Steve always gone? Okay.
Steve said you gotta talk to Breagan, man. He's got some serious stories. But before we get past, this is like the lighter part of the show. Breagan, tell us a bit about yourself. Where you from? Who you representing? What's going on, man?
Well, I was born in Ireland. Grew up in North Carolina, then moved to Washington, D.C. the day after I graduated high school because I'm someone that likes to experience new things and test my, my mental strength. What can I do to kind of put myself out there and learn more things? So I moved to D.C. The day after I graduated high school. Lived there for the past 8 years. And a year ago, I moved here to Medellin.
Man, that sounds like an amazing Tinder profile. Thank you for sharing it.
My actual Tinder profile says, threesome, ? No thanks. If I want to not impress two people in the same room, I'll have dinner with my parents.
That's really your Tinder profile?
Wow.
I swear to God, you can check it out.
Wow, you clapping. You must know about that.
Yeah,
That's all right.
pretty amazing.
Take notes, baby.
Take notes. Take notes.
Wow.
Wait, so talking about take notes, so you've been here for how long again? Say that.
A year.
A year.
And what do you do?
So I fight professional. I'm on a break. Obviously, you guys can check my belly out.
Yeah.
And I work for...
What do you mean you fight professionally? What is that?
What kind of
MMA
fighting?
or what are you doing?
Mixed martial arts.
Okay.
MMA. So not UFC, but a league below that.
And what's that league called?
PFC.
PFC. All right, cool. So you fight for a living, like you make money from kicking the shit out of people.
Yeah, I make money from that.
PFC.
Yeah.
I've seen your ears, man. They're not as pretty as mine.
Oh, yeah, he's got cauliflower ear.
Okay, cool.
I do PFC, PF Chang's. But so you fight for a living. You fight for a living, and you also live here in Colombia. So obviously you're not fighting right now.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, how do you make a living?
I work for my friend's marijuana dispensary, which is located in the U.S., and I also work as a coach for his mentoring program.
What does that mean?
So I help other guys that have worked most of their life not knowing how to be social. I help them and teach them how to build social circles, how to connect with guys that own clubs, that have, big social circles. These guys don't really have any social skills, including how to talk to women, how to, network with people that they've just never have. They've sacrificed most of their life working, and they have all this money, but then they see these guys that have these social skills, and they're like, well, what the fuck? Like, my life is boring.
How can I buy that? How can I not invest and now just invest now because I got the money to buy the social skills? And then you teach them the social skills.
Yes.
What type of things you teach them?
We teach them how to add value, how to In other words, I've worked at a nightclub for the past 4 to 5 years. And, for example, guys that want to connect with me, they hit me up. They're like, hey, yo, like, I want to come to this after party. Or, hey, I want to skip the line. One little thing is like, hey, all right, you want to come to the after party? Bring a bottle, or you got a couple girls. How to add value. One of the biggest things, my mentor, that how I met him 4 years ago, is the littlest fucking thing. It was his birthday. And on Instagram, I see it's his birthday. I didn't know him that well, but I see it's his birthday. And I hit him up. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite bottle? And he says, oh, Jameson. So I go out of my way. I buy a bottle of Jameson. At that time, I was a promoter at that nightclub. And I snuck that bottle into the nightclub because they don't fucking check me. I'm me. And I go in the club, and I go up to him like, hey, yo, happy birthday. And I shine my jacket, and there's a bottle of J-Mo. He's like, yo, what the fuck? And after that, when he leaves, I give him it. He hands me a business card, and he says, hey, I'm opening up a club in the next year. Hit me up. And when he opened it, I went to the club, and, from there I connected with someone that, was high net worth, that knew a lot of fucking shit in the city.
So you, okay, so you're teaching guys basically, and is this here in Colombia, or is this like you video calling some guy down in Maryland? Are they coming here and they'll be like, teach me what you know, guru? Or are you like what's happening, and how does that work?
They come here to Colombia every month and a half for a week.
Okay, and you're obviously not teaching them how to connect with club owners, because the club owners are probably Spanish, and they're like, what kind of weird Spanish are you speaking to me? So what are you teaching them here?
So most of these guys are not here, So what we're teaching them are things that they can use back where they're from.
Okay, but this is a practice ground.
Mm-hmm.
Do they actually become successful, like more social people, or?
100%.
100%.
Yep.
And so you would probably consider yourself pretty good at what you teach, wouldn't you?
100%.
But, there's friends of yours that said you fucked up. And you,
okay, well, hold on. There's some things that I would say that I wouldn't follow every advice, meaning, okay, well, for example, I have a tendency of, being a little head over heels, for, my heart.
Head over heels for my heart. That's like a country music song. I like it.
What does that mean?
I'm head over heels for my heart, baby.
Head over heels for
I'm
my
head over
heart.
heel for my heart. My head over heels.
I was raised in the South, so yeah.
Right.
So what does that mean? You fall in love or what?
Yeah, I would say, I'm a little easy at, giving my heart out. I would say that 100%.
But is there something wrong with that, Joel?
Easy at giving my heart out. He teaches, apparently, wait, what do you tell the men about giving their heart out?
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, let's talk about what you tell the
You're
men.
in the hot seat now.
What,
I don't know about these coachings. So you're teaching guys how to be more social. Maybe, obviously, it involves picking up women and meeting women, etc. For some of these guys that never do that. So falling in love is bad?
No, not at all. That's actually one of the biggest differences between me and the other guys that coach them. I would say, because I'm more vulnerable and more, acceptable to, having
Women.
my heart.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're more acceptable to women than they are. You're okay to having your heart. Okay, go ahead.
To falling in love.
Okay, let's go.
I would say I'm more acceptable to giving my heart out and not giving a shit about it. It's like.
And do you teach them that? Give your heart out and don't give a shit about it?
The difference between me and the other coaches would be that, is the other coaches would probably say, hey, be cold, be...
Neg a bit.
Yeah, and I would say, hey, if you feel that way, say that, but at the same time, understand how you're feeling and accept it.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. And these are guys, so guys come here And so these guys, and again, honestly, I don't want to. There's so many jokes I could make, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I know.
actually. But it's not.
I've
But
had
it's
many.
actually it's actually not funny because I told a story to someone the other day. Like I was like, I don't understand why I gotta go to a strip club, for example, right? Because and then the person that schooled me on this was my father. He's like, that's because you have options. I was like, what do you mean? And although men that have options go to strip clubs, there's a lot of men that have never actually seen clothes off.
And let me tell you this.
Okay,
When they go to the strip club, the girls working at the strip club,
take advantage of them.
not even just that, the guy has many opportunities to create conversations, to practice.
Yeah.
Because these girls are going to stay there. They're going to, you
Okay.
know,
He actually gets to speak to someone.
100%.
Amazing.
They're going to sit there. They're going to talk to them. You know, okay, here, okay, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, or in America, wherever the fuck it is. You know, a little bit of money, you know, every 5-10 minutes. They're going to stick there the whole fucking time. And if they don't like what's said, guess what? They leave, and then guess what? Another one comes along.
And they get to keep practicing at least.
Exactly.
And back home, they would never even get a chance to open their mouth, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
I respect,
they'll open their mouth.
but I respect that. I respect that. I don't, what do you think about that?
Well, no, that's a different thing to me because I really never thought. I mean, I've never
Had-
experienced that, but I've seen that there are coaches and there are classes that people pay thousands of dollars because this isn't cheap, right?
Thousands, $5,000 for 1 week.
$5,000 for 1 week to learn
Ma-
how
it-
to go to a strip club. Like honestly,
Learn-
but that's how I see it in my brain. But they
Yeah.
see it in their brain, and the business is completely different. They're going to go practice to talk to women.
But you got to remember, and
get out
I
of
don't
their
know if
comfort
maybe I'm like, I don't know. But a lot of these guys, I would think that you're like, you pay $5,000 to go to a strip club, but back home, who are they going to the strip club with? Probably not a social
Well, no, the
circle
whole
at all.
idea is for them not to go to the strip club at home.
Exactly.
It's like
Yeah,
they
that-
learn how
yeah.
to. That you failed.
Yeah.
You failed the
Yeah.
course.
All right, I'll see you
You
guys
just,
later.
you just gave us $5,000 for nothing. Great job.
I'll see you guys at La Isla later. Sorry, everybody.
All right, well, I got a question that I thought about when you were introducing yourself. So you came here a year ago. Why did you choose Colombia?
So, man, I came here for 5 days. I was supposed to be here for 5 days. I canceled my flight 7 times. On the plane back, I cried. No, hold on. Listen, escúcheme,
Wait,
porfa.
if I see any woman if I see one of you guys kissing and hugging up in the corner because of this vulnerability, I'm just gonna fucking quit. I'm going straight. That is vulnerable
You
shit. And
cried
I'm going
on the
straight to
plane.
OnlyFans.
Okay,
Fuck all that shit. Okay, so that
All
you
right,
were crying on a
all right,
plane after.
Keep
okay.
going.
Yeah, I was also. There was a sad movie on at the same time. I don't know why the fuck they put a sad movie on. Like
The
that
Notebook.
shit was so sad.
Okay.
It was the movie about the girl that ends up falling in love with a guy that's in a wheelchair, that's paraplegic. You got. Yes. Oh my God. Boy, that's a sad fucking movie, man.
And so what happened?
I was crying on the way back, and when I got back to Washington, D.C., you know, I just started looking around me and thinking, because the work that I'm doing, I'm working the nightclub, I work during the day, and I just realized, what am I doing here exactly? And because I've always been someone that wants to add more, I want to do more. I don't want to just be, you know, working as hard as the next guy, and that's as much as D.C. is. And, you know, I literally made the decision, I'd say probably less than a week I was back in D.C., to be like, I'm going to move to Medellin. And that was my goal, and I made that goal to move here about 4 to 5 months afterwards, but I kept visiting every month. So
So you followed your heart.
I did, yes. 100%,
But that's why you were
I might have
crying?
looked before I fucking jumped, but
Look before you leap. So talk about, I don't know, there's just rumors going around that you teach men one thing and then you do the other thing, even though you said that you teach them that one thing. So what happened there? How'd you get
So I'd say the second, third time, oh boy, here we go. Second, third time I came here, I met a girl, and, you know, in the first 2 days, I'd say, you know, I knew that I wanted to be with her. Now what's the word? It's just two people together.
Monogamous.
Mahoganist.
Yeah, mahogany. You're a mahogany. You're a mahogany.
That's like a carpenter. Mahoganist.
He's a carpet. Yeah. You're a mahoganyist.
Yes, yeah. So.
So you turned to carpentry.
Monogamy for mahogany.
And
you know, we were together for the past. Well, we broke up 2 months ago, but we were together for about 10 months. She lived with me, and you know, one of the things is people go through shit. They separate, and you guys know how relationships are. You know, anybody in here had their heart broken? Raise their hand.
Who had their heart broken?
Cool.
Yeah,
So
you guys are,
I love it. As many people as have tried
A lot of
mushrooms
people need
too.
these.
yeah, right.
I love
Yeah.
this crowd.
There's a lot of
Nothing has
people
ever happened to you. You boring
a lot of
motherfucker.
people need his class. So that
Okay,
they can
cool,
get their
yeah.
heart
And
broken.
you know, I would say I learned a lot about myself just, you know, in a relationship, you know, getting my heart broken. 100%, it was the first time I fell in love. And, you know, that's that, you know, and you know, I learned a lot about myself. And one of the biggest things is just like me coming to Medellin and especially on my own, moving away the day after graduated high school is I'm very open-minded. I'm willing to learn more about myself with things. And especially if it's new experiences, you know. Even right now, I'm going through, like, a new experience.
Oh, we're getting to that.
Oh, boy.
We're getting to your new experience in a second. But after you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, how did you meet this ex-girlfriend of yours?
We actually met on Instagram through a friend.
Instagram through a friend, and you guys met here in Medellin, or?
Yep.
And
So,
you guys lived together here in Medellin for 10 months?
Yep.
Yo, I need this for an Instagram story.
then
What
wait,
do you have
wait.
to say to her right now?
What?
I need an Instagram story. 15 seconds.
What are
What do
you
you got to
doing
say
with
to
your
that girl right now?
I'm happy.
Ooh.
So wait, hold up. So, yeah, a round of applause. Let the man be happy.
Let the man be happy for 15 seconds, and let's move on to the next like.
Wait, so you guys lived together for 10 months, and then why did you guys break up then if you guys were in love, or were you just in love?
You know, there were some things that, you know, maybe I might have done that pushed things to the edge, and at the same time, there were some things that, you know, this honestly, look, you know, I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. The Johnny Depp case, dude, I'm fucking in love with that shit right now. Just because, you know, I'll be honest, bro. She ended up filing a fucking domestic dispute against me, restraining order. So, you know, and I would never, you know, the shit like that. I don't want to get deep here, but I'm
Get
just
deep,
saying.
get deep, get deep. Let's get deep.
You know, it really fucking blows my mind when you do things for people or you're with someone for so much time and they want to do something that could really fuck your life up.
Yeah.
You know, and luckily in the situation that I was in, you know, I had video evidence that I didn't do what the fuck she said.
Yeah.
I mean, she said I hit her, I'll be honest. You know, and I had video evidence, and it's just, it's fucking crazy that the type of shit that people might do to really fuck your life up just because they get angry about one little thing.
That's crazy. And what was that one little thing?
We broke up, and a month later, I go to the city to see her, and she wants to look through my phone, and she sees a message she doesn't like.
And then it became a
She
domestic
flips,
charge.
and, well, yeah, she picked up a bottle of wine, and a full bottle, not an empty one. That's a very important, you know, factor.
Of course, because it's a waste of alcohol, which is illegal in
And
Canada.
I would have drank the shit out of that.
You drank it, yeah.
Wow, so she went psycho.
Yeah.
But she's from here, from Medellin?
Barranquilla.
Oh, from Barranquilla.
And so
Okay.
she picked up the bottle of wine and did what?
Try to hit me with it.
And so you blocked.
I had
Obviously,
to
you're a
grab- I had to
professional
grab her.
MMA fighter. That's not good.
Well, let me tell you something, man. You know, I'm not someone that needs to use my fist because I know I can.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation that, you know, I know I can fight. That's the thing. And you know, in a scenario that I don't need to, I'm not going to.
You're trained not to.
Exactly. And I'm also trained to focus my energy and emotions on literally going in the cage. Another guy's trying to beat the shit out of me. What the fuck do? I gotta fucking fight. But when it's a scenario that's outside of the cage, I'm not. Why the fuck would I need to?
Yeah.
You know, there was one situation, not with her. The situation I it was a taxi driver. Oh my goodness gracious. And she was with me, and I ended up, it was my birthday, and it was kind of interesting because we're at the birthday, and we were with a friend, and this friend orders a taxi for us, and this friend, it was my first day meeting them.
Yeah.
So I'm fucked up on my birthday.
Yeah.
Scorpio,
As you should be.
Scorpio season, where we at?
Scorpio season.
So so we get in a taxi after I'm drunk, paranoid, and
Okay.
I'm like, hey, who's the driver? Do you know them? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay. And then the driver stops in the middle of the street and starts texting on the phone. Now I'm fucking paranoid as shit, because I'm fucking hammered, and I'm like, I think they're gonna rob me. They're gonna rob me.
Naturally. And it's Scorpio season.
And my girl is like, tranquilo, solo mira en direction, solo eso. Looking in the direction, solo eso. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say something when we get to the apartment, yeah. And we get to the apartment, and how stupid I am, I'm like, this is the funny thing, is we're already in the apartment garage, so I got there safely. And in my head, I guess I just wanted to say something, and I lean up. She gets out. I say, estoy no stupido, amigo. And
you had to do it.
He didn't.
You've been holding.
He did
You've been
not
practicing
like
that fucking line for a long time. Okay.
For literally 15 minutes in that car, I was
over
like,
and over and again.
What am
Estoy
I
no
gonna say?
stupido.
What am I
Yeah.
gonna say?
Yeah.
And I say, estoy no stupido, amigo. And he's like, ¿qué? And I'm like, estoy no stupido. And he's like, ¿qué? I don't know what he said. It was really fast in Spanish because I don't understand fast Spanish.
Yeah.
But I know it was really not good. So he's like, okay, vamos. I'm like, okay, sí, vamos. I get out the car, and he gets out the car, and I'm like, estoy no stupido. And he's like, okay, sí. I'm like, sí. And this is where I'm not in the wrong. He throws the first punch, 100%. He throws the first punch. I dodge it, and then I pick him up, and, I beat him up, and then my girl drags me by the ear back in the elevator, and afterwards I felt bad because, dude, estoy stupido. Sí, estoy stupido.
Yeah. And so you beat up a taxi driver.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but there's a turning point in this story because now you've turned your life around. Right?
Yeah, I would say that.
You what?
I would say that.
You would say that. So what are you doing now? After the whole stupido thing, what smart things are you doing in life?
Well, afterwards, I actually ended up, just because my ex accused me of being aggressive, I ended up taking therapy.
Okay.
And I took therapy for about a month, and then my therapist told me that I'm not aggressive. So I'm really fucking confused.
So wait, so you're like a confused man now in Medellin, and you back in you stop beating people up and getting accused of different things.
Yeah.
And are you back in the dating scene, or what's going on?
Ooh, boy. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I keep things very open-minded. I like to try new things. There's a girl that I've been seeing. This is something that I would say that, look, I like keeping an open mind for everything. When I mean everything, I literally mean fucking everything. No, not everything, but yeah.
Most things.
So,
Okay.
so I've been seeing this girl, and she. This is very new to me. She's doing porn, and honestly,
Like an OnlyFans?
No.
Not like a.
No, like literally porn, like Pornhub, like not with me, Like.
How do you feel about that?
Like I said, I keep an open mind for everything because I like to test my mental strength. I like to test my emotions for things. I'm not someone that is just like quick to judge because
Okay.
Again, it's the same as a guy dating someone with OnlyFans. You know, it's like,
or
hey,
webcam model.
you know what? Well, it's a little bit more extreme, but like, you know, can you be comfortable with someone seeing your person very vulnerable?
Yeah.
And that was something I really had to think about because, you know, look, I've done a lot of fucking crazy shit in my life.
I believe you.
And you know, I also like to not judge people based off of things that they need to make money for. Because I'll tell you, I'm not going to pay her fucking $2,000. I'm not going to do that. So it's like, if she's buying my dinner, I don't mind that. And at the same time, it's like, I kept an open mind. And here's the funny thing, is when I kept an open mind, I also wanted to ask for something in return. What the fuck do you guys think I asked for in return?
What did you ask for? What?
So if your girlfriend is
I'm gonna take a drink
like
for this
doing
one.
porn, what would your condition be? Like, okay, all right, you could do that, but what can I do?
Open?
Like an open relationship? Adam
No,
says
if you got
open.
people clicking their fingers talking about you would ask for
You
part of the money,
for some moolah, some money.
you'd ask for the money.
Show me the money.
Okay. You
What
asked
would
for the
ask?
money? Did you ask for the money? What did you ask for?
I'd
No,
ask for a shot.
I didn't ask for the money. You know, what I said was, one of the things that I would, you know, appreciate because of how cool I am about the whole, hey, you know, you're doing porn, you know, like, I mean, literally 2 days ago, she had her first porn cast, and I'm like, you know, hey, you know, I think I was pretty cool about this. You know,
What do I get out of this?
What can I get?
What's in it for me?
And you know,
Hit us with it.
And I mentioned to her, I was like, you know, hey, you know, because of how cool I am about it, maybe we can throw in like an extra girl, you know, to hang out with us.
Throw in. Oh, you just throw it. Okay, so you throw you.
And
all right.
And I mentioned that, and
And what happened?
and you know, she wasn't completely okay with it, and she was like, well, because I said. Well, she's like, well, why? I was like, well, let me ask you, you know, if I wanted to go make content with another girl to make money for myself, because I like money, and that's that, right? She's like, well, I wouldn't like that. And I'm like, you wouldn't like that? What? What do you mean? She's like, well, that's different. I'm like, well,
Your content is different?
no, yeah. Yes.
Let me tell you something. Firstly, I'm not, you know.
That seems complicated.
Wait, firstly, man, we got guys out there paying $10 for women to tell them their penises are small.
Yeah, girls making $80,000 a month.
I don't know. Okay, but so your content's not the same as her content. So therefore, that was the explanation for why you can't just throw another one
Like
in
have
there.
a threesome. And you wanted her involved.
Exactly.
So
I
it's
wasn't.
not like you're
I
like,
wasn't gonna fuck someone else without her.
Exactly.
Damn.
But
So,
with her.
okay, so
And
you've
what
been talking
happened?
about this. Has she warmed up to the idea, though, at least?
Yeah, I think so. Because
It's
you
been
know,
a solid 4 days, and you're just pressing on it. You're like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was going to say that. Wouldn't you wait until, like, her second casting or, like, you know, at least she got, like, you know, her feet wet a little bit and other things wet?
I would probably have to say that, you know, in the beginning, I would 100% agree that maybe I might have forced a little bit of threesomes, like showing like every hour, like, hey, do you like this girl? Like this girl? Hey, you like this girl?
you're sending her direct messages into her Instagram.
And she brought that up of like, what the fuck? Every fucking hour you're fucking showing me girls. Can't I just be more, you know, hey, you like this girl? And I understand that. You know, I get that. You know,
Let me something, Breagan. All of us here loves a man that wears his heart on his sleeve like you. I aspire one day when I grow older to be like you and to be that.
Open. I mean,
No,
that's
but
pretty
now when I
open.
say to be like him, I see a whole lot of people here sitting there going, oh, well, this is interesting. Well, whatever. Well, let me see what you last put in Pornhub into search, you little fuckers. So I always say I admire when people like him can come up and sit here and talk these stories. They're like, yeah, what a fucked up shit. What is he talking about? I'd love to hear everybody else's story in here real quick as to what you Googled last. But honestly, one of the reasons we started this podcast, and one of the reasons you guys are sitting here going, what the fuck is this? Is that everybody that lives here, everybody that is here is different.
They have different
Everybody's got a different story. And some of us just have to open our ears and listen to it and figure out if we're like one of them. And maybe we start our own little clan of
I'd like
people.
to be like you.
Like him.
Yeah, you invite me to one of those porn parties, bro. No, I'm serious.
Invite me to a so
A porn
anybody in
party.
anybody. Oh, I see a hand shooting up
Oh,
already.
we got
Man
a
with the
question
little
over
hat.
there.
What you gotta say? That's
He
what,
has
what
he
you
has
guys
a
got-
fedora.
What's,
I
He's
love
got a
it.
fedora,
You
so
ju-
he's
you
in the
ju-
porn industry.
you just does anybody have any questions for Breagan before we close
We got
this one
no
out?
questions. All right. Wait, we got an online question and we got one here. Well, go ahead.
Oh, we gonna give it a rundown on the course. Buy the goddamn course, Richard.
A rundown of the
Rundown
course.
on the what's the online
All
question?
right, what's the online?
Ooh.
Oh, if
shit.
you were broken up for a month, why didn't you go visit that girl again?
I was
I like it.
Oh, why visit her again? If you were broken up for a month, why visit her again?
I still wanted to make it happen. You know, I still wanted to try to fix what I thought was like my fault. And it took some time to realize that it wasn't necessarily my fault. And, you know, it took even more time to realize that, you know, in the time that we broke up and the crazy shit that happened, I realized that I was very disrespected. And, you know, it takes time to see that, especially, you know, love is blind, you know. So I think that was a big thing that really, like, fucking hit me in the face. And that's what helped me move on.
All right.
Hey, to close this out though. Hey, Jason, what was that song again? Jason, where are you? Is he
Jason,
around here?
Jason.
Or he's gone. Can you sing that for us
Can
real
you
quick?
sing us a
Angel by
song,
Aerosmith?
Angel by
that's
Aerosmith?
that's how we're gonna do this. Let's see. What you got?
Oh, my God.
Let's close this episode out with a little song for the people.
I can do Crazy by Aerosmith.
Okay, do Crazy by Aerosmith.
Okay. Crazy, crazy. I fucking shit. What's the lyrics?
It started out
Hey,
so
thank
good.
you, everyone. And we're done with that.
All right, Breagan, you feel like singing some more or no? We're good, right?
No, I mean,
we're
unless you
good,
put
we're
on
good.
Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, I got you.
Yeah, so, well, thank you for being on the podcast. I did have one last question, but I forgot it. Hold on, let me think of it. No, okay, so you've dated Colombian women, and you've gone through some shit, and now you're going through some other shit. And obviously you've dated probably American women. What's the biggest difference that you've seen between the two?
Yeah, why are you still here?
I love Latinas.
You love Latinas. Why?
Because I'll tell you. So when I dated American women, they're very. How you say fuck, man?
What?
I'm trying not
Be
not
careful,
to.
we got one here.
Yeah, exactly. So culture. I love culture, and you know I'm not gonna date someone with the same fucking culture. If that makes any sense, I'm not
Okay.
trying to offend anybody, but
So who's crazier?
100%
What? Who?
Who?
Latinas.
Latinas.
And that's why we love you. Thank you very much for coming
That's
out.
why we love the
This-
Latinas. Hey,
We
thank
love you.
you.
Thank you very much for coming out, people.
Thank you guys for watching the Colombia Podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Thank you guys. See you guys next time.